Hi everyone, thank you for listening to our presentation. We're looking at the social learning theory. The social learning theory is synonymous with Albert Bandura, who suggested that within a social context, people learn by observing the behavior of others. This is simply referred to as observational learning or modeling. Bandura argued that a model would demonstrate a behavior, and people observing that behavior usually copy that behavior. For observational learning to occur, an individual has to pay attention. Distractions usually has a negative effect on observational learning, and the ability to retain information is part of the learning process. For observational learning to be successful, the individual has to be motivated to imitate that behavior which is being observed. Reinforcement and punishment will often play an important role in the motivation to imitate a behavior. As such, observational learning shapes social modeling, in which Bandura's Bobo experiment reinforced. Bandura argued that when a behavior is reinforced, it supports self-efficacy. In Bandura's Bobo experiment, children who were exposed to aggression imitated the aggression that they saw, and this reinforced the arguments that children copy a lot from what they see on TV. And that finding supported the argument that children are likely to imitate positive exemplary models. In this case, the society encourages people to model a behavior because it's considered as a good behavior. The same can be said of the negative behavior. Children or individuals are asked not to copy models that are seen to have a negative behavior. There are questions around the implications the social learning theory has in teaching and learning. Would students actually listen to a teacher who's seen as a positive model? What role does the social learning theory play in the use of multimedia to support self-study? The social learning theory has two observational effects on students. One is facilitation. In this case, students are willing to go out of their way to do something that a model has done. And the other is the true observational learning, in which they observe and imitate a model. The implications for teaching, it has become immense. Instructional materials should be engaging. The teachers should play a role when it comes to shaping the belief of students in themselves. And active learning is crucial in the retention of knowledge. Social learning theory will help us understand how students can learn from external sources that would require them to observe, learn, or practice. When you look at the rise of YouTube, and you could see the role it has played in shaping learning in our times. One of the advantages of Bandura's work was that it bridged the gap between traditional learning theories of that time. In this case, it bridged the gap between behaviorism and the cognitive approach. One of the criticisms of Bandura's work was that it offered only a partial explanation to people's behavior. Why would two people raised in the same environment, one would choose to be good and one may choose to be bad? One would choose to copy a positive behavior and another would copy a negative exemplary model. However, there is cause for optimism. More research is currently being done on Bandura's work to understand how the neurological functions play a role in imitation of behavior. Bandura argued that for social learning theory to take place, four stages have to be present. Attention to the behavior of what a model is doing, retention of that which is being observed or which is being done, the motivation and willingness to do that, and finally, the individual who observes that behavior should be willing to reproduce that behavior. So in essence, social learning theory has shaped the landscape when it comes to higher education and teaching. It's encouraged mentoring, it's encouraged active learning, and it's for us as teachers, we believe that it's made a lot of difference. We should project ourselves as role models because there's a tendency that our good practices will be imitated by the students whom we teach. As teachers, we're seen as trees of knowledge, where these group of learners observe what we're doing and they are willing to replicate that which we are doing. Having looked at the work of Bandura, we could say that it's relevant in teaching and in higher education in our times. Bandura's work emphasizes that as teachers, we are role models. As teachers, we play a role in the belief of students in themselves. And as student teachers, we can make a difference when it comes to supporting students to become better at what they do. Thank you very much for listening. These are references. I hope you enjoyed the presentation. Thank you.